Hi guys, it's do or die time, round of 16, just 4 more rounds until the end, and you're probably there wrapped up in your leagues. You fight for something, or just 10, 20 points behind someone, or 5 points in front of someone, and just so little time to think about this, to plan this out, or make the transfers, because the last match is finished this morning, European time, and now just in a couple of hours, it's already a deadline. Um, I did pretty well in the last round, but let's see. Let's see. I must make 2 transfers, but I still have space for 3 more, and I'm gonna use them for sure. So Rudiger is coming out. Vite from Ecuador also out, and then what I want to go all in. I mean, as much as possible on France. So I already have one French defender, and I want another one, and that's Dean because he's just 5 million and he's nailed. He started a match last time, and um, he just did enough in order to start again, and he's predicted so far, and I mean, no reason to doubt that he will start. I mean, it's a bit tricky, but I think I will risk it with just 5 million to get that other French defender. And then I think I'm gonna offload Haaland. I mean, he's a fantastic player. He can score against anyone. But he's playing against Gabriel, which is the best center back in the world, against Brazil. And even if they win against Brazil, first they are gonna play England probably in the next round, which is not a good match again. And then even what I noticed is Haaland. He doesn't do much, of course, on the pitch, and in the group stages when he could have scored a couple of goals, it's fine. But now there are just these rounds where he can, if he scores, even he can score 1 goal probably, which is for him 6 7 points at best. And I think I want to go for a much cheaper forward that can maybe get me the similar score, or at least if he doesn't get me a score, I can have a couple of always make some substitutions. So we need to take that into account as well. And then I'm maybe going for James Rodriguez. He was not that good in the last match, in the first round as well. Against Portugal, he was great. But I think I want to try and offload him. And then Guay as well, because England has a really tough match. Let's look at projected goals and clean sheets percentage first. So we have France, clearly the best team so far, the best form with the best players, best attacking threat. It's just it's just really not. You don't need to be the genius in order to go all in or to pick a lot of French players. I think they can go through all the way to the end, and for this round, they're really a fantastic pick. I mean, nothing is perfect. Paraguay can still score. France can still not score a lot of goals, but you just need to go for it. You just need to go for it. On the other hand, Argentina, they didn't play that well against Cape Verde. They needed extra time in order to offload Cape Verde. Their group was not that good now in the hand side because Austria got offloaded pretty easily by Spain, didn't score a goal. Algeria also by Switzerland didn't score a goal. They conceded 5 goals against Spain and Switzerland, easily offloaded Jordan. It's not even a top team in Asia, and Asia had a really bad World Cup. So Argentina so far didn't face any strong opponent. Egypt is not going to be that as well, but I have a couple of players of world class in Salah and Marmoush, and Ashur as well. They can score a goal against Argentina. They can make some problems for them. Will Argentina progress still? I believe, yeah, but I'm not so sure. I mean, I still have Lisandro Martinez and Messi. I'm gonna have him, but I'm not gonna transfer any new players in. And I'm gonna keep my Egyptian goalie. I think he concedes a goal, of course, goal or two, but he can rack up a lot of points possibly on runouts. High claims and high punches, saves from inside, outside of the box, etc. Then after those two teams, Brazil and Spain are really teams to pick. Although Spain has Portugal, I think they're a better team and they will progress. But I don't know how many goals they can score. Maybe it's going to be like 1-0, 2-0 to 1 match. I'm more confident in Morocco, I think, even in Brazil. Although Norway is an unpredictable team, they can also score against anyone. So maybe I'm not going to have a Brazilian defender as well, but I'm going to go for, I think I'm going to go for Moroccan defender in this one spot I have left. And then go for Colombia. Maybe it's good to keep James. Maybe it's good to still keep James. Rodriguez, I will see. Okay, let's go back to my team. So in defense, there's just Hakimi. Hakimi is just like Mbappe of defense. And he has Canada, and he can do a lot up front. And then he has France in the next round. He can, cause some problems there as well. But if he doesn't progresses, then no problem. I have some transfers. So I think my defense is set up. Attack, I'm not sure who to go for. There is a couple of very interesting options. I'm gonna go for like maybe 6.5 million and less. See the form. Quinones 4.9 is a grab. And Bolo is interesting. Lukaku is very interesting. Ryan, yeah, this is for teams as a value pick differentials. Look at the ownership, less than 5% basically each and every one of them. It's a very tough choice for now. I think I'm gonna go for Lukaku. Has a very high ceiling in my opinion, although he was not in the form. He didn't even play for Napoli in the last like 6-7 months of the season. And then I have 13.8 million for 2 last spots. Okay, let's see who I'm gonna go for. Rafael is very interesting, 6.5. Of course, Mazambi. Baena is 6.5. Also very interesting. Baena, let's see Baena's points. So he didn't play against Kipper. Then 3 points, then 7 and 9. Very interesting at 6.5. Very, very interesting at 6.5. So Baena or Leao. Nedoe 5.1. Very, very interesting. Is going to be that counter attack against Switzerland, against Colombia. Scored a goal in the last round, maybe raising his form. Which is interesting here. Tillman can be interesting. Berg is a good player, but not for this. Fanaken is nailed, but I wouldn't trust him for a lot of points. And this kind of Nusa at 6.5. He scored a goal, but they are playing Brazil. Bob, if he was nailed in the starting lineup, maybe. I don't know, not so many interesting options. 6.5 and less. That's in 7 and less. It's 7 and less. Oh, my whole team kind of, I don't know why. It's just, I need to do this from scratch. Maybe keep James for now. Maybe go and remove Anderson. I mean, he has a very good floor, like always 5-6 points. But let's mix it up a little bit. Okay, let's go for Hakimi. Hakimi in the defense. Okay, Hakimi. Let's go for Dean. Okay, Dean. I hope my team will not. Okay. Then go for Lukaku here. Lukaku. Then go for maybe, I'll value Pulisic a lot in this match against Belgium. They don't have a good defense, Pulisic. And then basically I have 6.8 million for one player. Barcola is 7 million. It's very interesting. So let's put 7 million. Okay, Amazambi 6.3, Vargas, Asho, Saibari. Wow, this is really interesting. I can have Saibari then. Although he and Elliot Anderson scored the same amount of points so far. But definitely high ceiling for Saibari. Barcola is 7. I can almost have him. But I saw Leao is 6.5. Leao is 6.5. Yeah, Leao is 6.5. Nadoy is there. McKennie is 6 million. Baena is 6.5. So either Leao, Baena, Saibari, or maybe Mazambi. So Leao, Baena, Saibari. It's a very tough choice now. Olmo is a 7. Hmm. Gordon 7. They're not achievable currently for me. Um, okay, let's see. Nusa. Pedro Neto is also 7. So Baena, Leao, or Saibari. I think I'm gonna go for Saibari in this round. They believe they progress. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go at least in this like uh first draft. So okay, I'm not gonna confirm this because I still want some time to check the lineups, check some other news, statistics in the last couple of hours that we have. But I want Hakimi in the defense, and I want the other French player in the defense. Then in the midfield, I want Pulisic against Belgium. I value him a lot. I want Trossard. James is interesting because of Colombia matchup. Vini, of course, and then Saibari maybe against Canada. And then Mbappe and Messi. They're must have. I would have loved to have maybe Kane, but he has a tough, very tough match at that 2,200 meters elevation in Mexico. I don't want to touch Mexico and England. Because of that, England is better team, of course, but they have not been so good so far. And Mexico have been good, but didn't face any tough opponents. But still, they are at Azteca. They are in good form. They have a good coach. So I wouldn't touch that match. Yeah, I wouldn't touch that match. Belgium and the United States. Yeah, I would. I want to touch it a little bit in terms of goals, and otherwise focus on France. Maybe I would love to have someone from Spain as well. So maybe I'm gonna go for Baena instead of Saibari, or I will see. But I want to have someone from Spain for sure. But Yamal is just too expensive, and then Zabal is expensive as well in terms that I'm not sure he's gonna score a lot against Portugal. And then all the other midfielders are also good, but they are kind of expensive, especially Pedri. So maybe Baena is just 6.5 or Leao at 6.5. If Portugal can cause some problems, it's gonna be probably with Leao. So yeah, you can take another peek at my teams so far, but let's go and look at some. So you need to have some players because the other guys are gonna have the players. You must not bet against them. So you need to have either three. Let's say I have four of those: Mbappe, Vini, Messi, Hakimi, Jude Bellingham, Olise. There's a Kane there as well. Dembele here as well, and you need to have someone from French defense, probably two of them. So it's very tough to align with those prices and everything. I mean, and with transfers, because maybe I would have Olise more gladly than Vini now, maybe, but still I'm stuck with I mean stuck with in a good way with Mbappe, Vini, Messi, and Hakimi. Jude Bellingham is very interesting for the next match. The tactics of Tuchel suits him and this number 10 position. Some of the players that are differentials now. First, some better players that are not owned that well. I already mentioned Baena, Barcola, Leao because of the prices, but there's a Laporte in the defense. Just 4.1 owned has been great. Like what he does is great for fantasy. Trossard has a very good tournament. Saibari, Quinones, Embolo, Manzambi, Punai Simon, Salah. I mean, you all know those names, but they're not owned that much. So you need, if you want to find some differential, go for those guys instead of maybe Dembele's or Olises or something like that. And then some of even less known players that are super differentials, like 2% of less owned. Freeman from the US defense, Rangel, the goalie from Mexico, Ruben Vargas from midfield in Switzerland, Romo, who plays in midfield for Mexico but is counted towards defense in the game. So there's a clean sheet potential on top of everything he does, just 4.1 million. Mechele from Belgium, even if they concede, is always scores a lot of points. Renato Vega, similar, even if they concede, they're going to concede against Spain. Fantasy suits him well. The game loves him. Laria, always a good pick, although maybe not against Morocco. Then someone from Paraguay defense is also good because they're gonna have a lot of interceptions, tackles, duels, clearances. Maybe. And then just the entire Colombian team so far has been great as well. Pick anyone from their defense. Mojica, Sanchez, Lukumi. Then from the midfield, Arias, for example. Maybe I'm gonna keep James now. And yeah, that's basically it for this video. We just have a couple of more hours, and yeah, don't dwell on the missed transfers, the changed players. I mean, look at my team now. I'm probably gonna change something, and then I don't know, Saibari is gonna score, Lukaku is gonna score, and I'm gonna have some other player, or I go for Dean and Dean doesn't start, Teo starts, but I'm willing to take some risks at this point. I'm doing pretty well. I reached top 500 in the global league in the world, and I'm first in my country, first some leagues with my friends. So I'm really satisfied, but still now because I'm doing these videos, I want to push more and try and see if I can go and reach, like, let's say top 300, top 200 in the world. Okay, so until the next video, that's probably going to be also pretty fast because now those rounds are going to go even faster and faster. Until the next video, bye.